Good morning, fam. CA for Jesus here, back with another one. Such a beautiful, beautiful sunrise this morning. Happy Thursday. Almost getting to the end of the week. I hope everybody's having a great week and you're pushing through strong. All right, so today's title: Urban Hard Knocks Make the Best Ministers. So, what is a hard knock? Well, when you hear the term, oh, I went to the school of hard knocks, it basically just means that, you have to learn things the hard way. You have to learn through experience. Some people, they learn based off of, all you have to do is tell them, just be like, all right, you need to avoid this situation. You need to avoid these people. You need to avoid these things. And that's enough for them to be like, all right, done. But then you have another type of personality like myself that has to learn by going through it, learning things the hard way, basically. So someone could say, hey, oh, that's dangerous. Don't mess with that person. Don't be getting involved in this or that. And I didn't listen in my past. Now I'm learning to take heed. But sorry guys, airplane going by. All right, so now I'm learning to take heed to the signs, and that comes with wisdom. I think that also comes with maturity and age, things like that too. But I say urban hard knocks because if you live in an urban environment, or you have lived in an urban environment on a day-to-day, especially in California, San Francisco, Oakland, LA specifically, Sacramento, San Diego, a little bit more tame, but you learn a lot by living in a big city because you see it all. I mean, you see the worst of the worst on full display. And the thing is that God oftentimes will show you first what not to do. He's going to put sin right up in your face to teach you that this is not the way. And if you have gone through the school of hard knocks like me, then you didn't want to take heed to that until you got so deep into it that your head started spinning and you found yourself in a dangerous situation, or you found yourself in a rock bottom situation where there was nothing left to do but turn to God, to give your life to Jesus Christ. But then the thing is that it makes you more relatable when you go and you minister to people, because they see that you've gone through it. And so when you've gone through it, you can say, hey, look, take it from me, someone who went through this. Take it from my personal experience. I went through this, and as your brother, as your sister, I don't want to see you go through this. I don't want you to have to deal with the same pain and the same turmoil I went through. I want you to bypass all that and just go to Christ. And so yeah, if you've gone through it, it actually makes you more relatable. And man, we got another one going by. Pretty busy this morning, huh? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. We got airplanes rolling by already. Okay. Yeah, so I'm glad I moved out of my urban environment, San Francisco, now living in the suburbs, but I still spend a lot of time in San Francisco for work and things like that. And sin is still right up in my face, but it's always an opportunity to minister. And that's the thing. And And when you live in an urban environment, your discernment muscle is really being exercised hard. And when there's temptation, when there's sin all around you, it can get confusing. And it wasn't until I moved out to the suburbs that things were becoming more clear. However, still being in San Francisco 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week, I'm able to still, really exercise that discernment muscle that if I just was living out in the suburbs, I was living out in rural environments, I wouldn't have to be exercising that discernment muscle as much. And I wouldn't have an opportunity to study sin, to study these seducing spirits and how they take hold on people. And I wouldn't have as many opportunities to show people the way, the truth, and the life, which is Jesus Christ. So God's using me for a reason. God is absolutely using me for a reason. And so, but there's benefits to both. I mean, if you are more kind of just, you're dialed in, you're focused, that's a good thing too. And there's something to be, there's beauty in that too. If you grew up in a rural area, you gave your life to Christ young, you stayed on that path, you're being fruitful, you're multiplying, you're buying up land, you're homesteading, you're homeschooling. These are all great things. But your discernment muscle might not be as strong as someone who lives in an urban environment. Now, living in an urban environment, like I said, with all of the sin and the temptation and the confusion and the seducing spirits, it's gonna be much more of a battle. But your discernment muscle is gonna be a little bit stronger. But we can learn from each other. There's always an opportunity to learn from each other. Okay? And so that's my message for today. Just a quick one. And I feel like, God's really used my crazy life experiences of living in an urban environment in California, and also going through the school of hard knocks, where I have to just do everything, try everything, fall flat on my face for God to really just be like, hey, wake up, you're going the wrong way. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, the only way. All right, y'all, quick one today. If you like this message, if it resonated with you, hit that like button so I could share this message with more people. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Share your experiences too. Have you had a similar experience to me? I would love to kind of compare stories, and if you've had an exact opposite experience too, let me know, or put your comment down below as well. Of course, put your prayer requests down below. I would love to pray for you. It really warms my heart when people share their stories and open up to me, and then God can use me as a vessel to minister to you. And as always, I enjoy teaching you guys, but I also want to learn from you guys as well too. So please teach me as well too. I want to remain humble. I don't want to be prideful here. So please teach me as well. Share this message with the lost sheep, of course. Subscribe. I love y'all. Have a blessed one.